Alternative facts rule the day as another one bites the dust. All that and more now on Graph's Grievances. Former Vice President Mike Pence ending his quixotic run for the White House after just 143 days. The social conservative struggling to win the support of Republican primary voters despite his high profile and decades of experience as a public servant. While the former governor of Indiana dutifully served as Donald Trump's vice president for 4 years, he refused to go along with Trump's illegal schemes to overturn the results of the 2020 election. This courageous act by Pence, averting a constitutional crisis, but costing him great support among Republican voters. In their eyes, Pence committed the ultimate act of betrayal by turning against dear leader Donald Trump. Exiting the race, Pence taking one final swipe at Trump, urging Republicans to, quote, give our country a Republican standard bearer that will, as Lincoln said, appeal to the better angels of our nature. And while I appreciate that advice from the former vice president, it is almost guaranteed to fall on deaf ears. Republicans live in a media ecosystem that is not only relentlessly pro-Republican, but also pro-Trump. They almost never hear any criticism of the former president, not to mention anything about his 91 charges across 4 criminal cases. Pence's comments urging Republicans to pick someone other than Trump won't make news on Fox or Newsmax or any other conservative media. If aired at all, it will only be for seconds before moving on to something else or a commercial break. This cocooned environment helps explain why most Republicans say Trump did not try to overturn the results of the 2020 election. And note, we are not talking about whether Trump's actions related to January 6th were illegal or not. No, this is about whether Trump tried to block Joe Biden's election victory. According to a new poll from The Economist and YouGov, 59% of Republicans say Trump did not attempt to overturn the 2020 election results in Georgia. You heard that right, 59%. This, of course, despite the fact we literally have on tape Trump pressuring Georgia's Secretary of State to, quote, find just enough votes to overcome his deficit against Biden and flip the state. And I can actually understand why some might not think that Trump did anything illegal with respect to that call. And that will be for Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis to prove in court. But what is indisputable is that Trump tried to overturn the results of the election in Georgia. So why do a majority of Republicans not seem to know this happened? They likely never heard Trump's infamous call. And they likely do not know that Trump has been indicted in Georgia for running a criminal enterprise to reverse the results of the election in the state. The media that the vast majority of Republicans consume is a form of propaganda, relying on alternative facts in which negative news about Donald Trump and the Republican Party is either significantly minimized or entirely ignored. And when not consuming this content, Republicans and all Americans are increasingly separating themselves by political ideology. The New York Times finding that over the past 10 years, geographic political segregation has steadily increased. This meaning more Republicans living with Republicans and more Democrats living near more Democrats. The net effect of these tailored ecosystems is that we are all absorbing a sanitized version of reality that can and has resulted in dangerous and extreme forces rising to power. when we refuse to listen to those who might challenge us or disagree with us, it is far easier for bad ideas to take hold and for power to go unchecked. And that is why Donald Trump is walking away with the Republican presidential nomination again, despite his 2020 election loss to Joe Biden, his 2 impeachments, his calls to terminate the Constitution, and his 4 active criminal prosecutions. By and large, Republicans have convinced themselves that none of this is problematic, because they do not genuinely listen to any criticism of Trump, writing it all off as fake news. Thank you for watching Graph's Grievances. Let me know what you think. Please like, subscribe, share, and join me tomorrow for more.